Hello and welcome to Shootin' the Breeze, which is now on YouTube. I'm WECT First Alert Chief Meteorologist Gannon Medwick, and this episode, number 8, is dropping in April. Spring activities are in full swing, and summer will be here before you know it. And this episode's trivia question is on that wavelength. Which of these outdoor activities is statistically the riskiest for getting struck by lightning? Is it A, golfing, B, cycling, C, gardening, or D, fishing? Odds for getting struck by lightning are very low, about 1 in a million, but the stakes, usually severe injury or death, are about as high as they get. I'd say odds are pretty good you'll stick around for the answer to this trivia question at the conclusion of Shootin' the Breeze. By definition, all thunderstorms carry lightning, which is dangerous enough. But as you might remember from North Carolina's Severe Weather Preparedness Week in March, special criteria will prompt the National Weather Service to issue bulletins for severe thunderstorms, a tornado warning, for example. And North Carolina is, of course, no stranger to severe thunderstorms, and for that matter, flooding, too. That's why the Cape Fear region is lucky to have a team of highly trained and experienced National Weather Service meteorologists dedicated to warning for especially hazardous weather. And recently, I visited their office to shoot the breeze about their alerting program, and I even got to test out their warning software.
And mentally, you're done over here, so you look over because this window pops up with the text, and you're making sure that's all good. And then we're not going to do it, but you would hit send.
Steve Pfaff is the warning coordination meteorologist with the National Weather Service Forecast Office here in Wilmington. If a flash flood, severe thunderstorm, or tornado warning is issued for the WECT counties of Bladen, Brunswick, Columbus, New Hanover, or Pender, it's generated from his warning desk. And to issue effective warnings, you've got to know your way around a map.
I totally get what you're saying, like don't end it here in New Hanover County,
Yes.
and then you may have to
do it again.
do a little sliver. Yeah.
Yep.
And you've got to stay glued to the Doppler radar. It scans storms outward, upward, and forward and back in time.
When we're considering a warning, we just don't want to issue these if there's no need to. We're seeing something that has prompted us to issue a tornado warning, rotation within a thunderstorm, or maybe a report from the public. But a large piece of the pie that we consider is the Doppler radar that's located in Charlotte. It gives us a great idea of the storm structure. We can also see the velocity aspects, the wind within the storm.
Immediately after a National Weather Service meteorologist identifies the what of a potential warning, be it damaging winds, large hail, a tornado, etc., the next very important step for warning issuance is constraining the where of that danger, and by extension, the who. Who will get the warning on their NOAA weather radio or WECT weather app and be prompted to take action.
Okay. And now you want to start warn gen.
Sure. Special software helps to quickly roll these details into what's called a warning polygon and related warning statement. Steve let me work the desk to mock up a few warning polygons on the map, and selecting specific hazards from the WarnGen program, I was able to generate a sample tornado warning statement. I made sure to draw it on the South Carolina side of the state line, just in case my fingers slipped and things went out of practice mode. I didn't want to issue a false warning for the WECT viewing area. For large-scale and or long-lasting weather situations like squall lines and hurricanes, several warnings may be necessary at one time. And over just a span of hours, these warnings can stack in the dozens. Steve says Wilmington's National Weather Service office usually staffs extra meteorologists for these critical situations to keep fresh eyes on the radar and to ensure warnings are executed in the most accurate and timely way possible. Faithful vigilance and humility in the face of some of the Carolinas' most ferocious storms are virtues shared across the team.
I was assessing the damage at someone's house, and this person come running out of their house. They saw who I was. I was identified by National Weather Service pinny that I was wearing for the storm survey, a safety vest. And they came out and gave me a hug, and they said, "Thank you. If it wasn't for your warning, I wouldn't have taken action. I wouldn't have gone to the safe spot in my house." And then I heard that tornado come by, and I really wanted to thank you for that. And I said, well, I personally didn't do the warning, but I'll let the team know who is responsible for that. So we know we make a difference as meteorologists, but when you hear something tangible like that, it just makes it even more special, knowing that we're serving the way we should be.
Now, many, if not most, of the flood and tornado warnings issued for the Eastern Carolinas come in challenging, high-stakes, tropical environments. In Hurricane Florence of 2018 alone, the National Weather Service in Wilmington issued 35 tornado warnings and 35 flood warnings in its area of responsibility. That's southeastern North Carolina and northeastern South Carolina. The office's warnings have a high verification rate, and the office has a very low rate of failing to issue necessary warnings. In my 10 years as chief meteorologist with WECT News, I've personally found Steve and his crew to be pragmatic in their warning issuance program, with a good blend of conservatism and urgency. When the National Weather Service issues bulletins for your area, your WECT weather app, which is always a free download, will alert you instantaneously. And remember, as warnings are generated with polygons on a map, set your app to follow your GPS location for best results. Look before you lock. It's the premier mantra of hot car safety. On sunny days especially, closed windows generate a monster greenhouse effect inside cars. Temperatures can soar to dangerous levels in just minutes. And I've always found April is an insidious month for hot car problems because the sun angle is just as strong as it is in summer, but outdoor temperatures don't usually behave at summer levels, so you may not be thinking along those lines. Some newer vehicles will prompt you upon turning off your engine to check your rear seats for the people and pets you care about. Nice feature for sure. And remember, wherever you're going, look before you lock. Trivia answer time now. So, which outdoor activity is statistically the riskiest for getting struck by lightning? If you said D, fishing, you're right. Of course, all of these activities and more, like for the Cape Fear region, a biggie is beach going. All of these should be postponed as soon as you hear thunder and or get a lightning alert on your WECT weather app. With lightning storms, a closed roof car or building is undoubtedly the safest place to be. That's it for this 8th episode of Shootin' the Breeze. It's always awesome to have you, and please connect with me on these platforms. If you have a suggestion for a Cape Fear or Carolina weather item you'd like to see covered in the future, or if you just want to say hello and what's the good word. Hope I'll see you for the next episode of Shootin' the Breeze, and take care.